help?
Can you fix it if you screw up?
Alright, just wipe it off. That's a basic thing. Alright, you guys weren't expecting this, and neither was I. But we are here.
We're at it again.
You are not. I did send this. Where is it?
Did you, how's that paper back there?
A pretty good paint job, except for around here.
Yeah, that's always a pain in the ass.
Let's see, we got any watchers? 3 and 2. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up.
Cut it there. You got it all double mask.
What?
You got it all double mask.
Just a minute.
Double
Go ahead.
back mask.
Yeah, it's double mask.
The only places I've ever had problems was right in these little edges. That's where I get my most mistakes were at on all my paint stuff. If I see one little teeny air bubble like that, I'm going there with my fingernail and rub it down. Those are the only areas that I ever had any problems with when it was like that on a cap strip.
You should be fine.
Yeah, you're good. You're not going to blood it on there.
They laid down for the leg.
It's surprising because of all those little
morning, Rico, Alexander. From God's country, that must be Hookman! Home of the windbag. You brought them towels in. Oh, God. This is like 2 seconds worth of painting. There's the hose. A day's worth of taping and 2 seconds worth of painting. And like I told you in my last, this is the first of 5 tape
Here,
outs.
you want this out here?
Yes, please. Here's first. Enough. You got enough hose?
Oh yeah. I just hope this is thin enough to spray.
Well, try it out first.
Yep. Let that compressor fill up for a while. I didn't turn it on. I used it on the air out of it. It's right. Not red.
Pretty typical.
Yay.
Is
Okay.
it on?
It's on. Do a couple light coats.
They're gonna spray it all right.
I think the paint needs to be thinner. Need to splash a little thinner in it, I'm not sure.
Is it orange peel?
I don't know.
Yeah, I probably could use one of them. Little thick. Morning, morning, morning. Had to wake me up this morning.
Who did?
You did.
At 8 o'clock?
I was up at 2. I went in and sat down in the chair at about 4:30. And man, I went fast asleep. So what I do, after you texted me and all that stuff and we talked, I was
Go back to sleep.
downstairs and I went downstairs in the basement and molded a top and bottom block. I got one of them's off the mold and cut and everything, and the other one's still on the mold drying.
Wait. That's gotta be really white.
Yeah, get all your edges good. Ready?
Let's do this here. One coat.
I'm gonna take about 2 coats anyway on it,
It looks like it.
maybe 3.
Pretty thin,
Well, that gray makes that white look,
flat.
yeah, gives it that gray sort of bluish tint to it.
Trying to get down in that crack.
I know what you're doing there. To get you.
Yeah.
It's hard to get down in there.
Yeah,
We
probably,
were starting to flood it too much.
probably take an airbrush.
Leave it sit flat. A lot of paint on there.
Yeah. And we'll give it a second to tack up, hit it again.
That nozzle and that thing's open, isn't it?
Turn down like an airbrush now. Jim Lynch go, hey, what are you gonna do about that?
Yeah, that was a mistake for sure. Whatever you do, make sure you're happy with that spot before you go painting all them bars on there.
With what, with what spot?
That hinge line.
No, it'll be fine. I'm not gonna be happy with it. I'm gonna have to do something else, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. That's wide enough, I guess. Come grab these towels. It works a lot better this way.
Yeah.
Putting on less paint too. Okay, let's do the bottom. Still streaked, didn't it? What do you think? Is that good enough?
I think it's got plenty of white on it. That blue mask gives it the appearance of not me here. Maybe not.
Where?
The top of this.
Well, top of that is blue. We just need the star to be in the bar.
Okay, you're good then. Let her dry.
This here needed to be white, because that's going to be shown.
Lay this thing flat like that. Which was the heavy side? The other side, wasn't it?
Yeah. I hope that's not going to be a problem.
What's that?
This flood here.
Let dry. Just set it where it can't run.
hit it again.
Got an awful lot in it already.
Yeah.
And what we're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to scrub that a little bit with some sandpaper and hit it again.
Which I did. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna do each individual one, because the red will hide it.
Okay.
I already took a ruler of paper on it, and it just keeps lifting and lifting and lifting. Never do that again.
No, never ever. Yeah, two separate pieces.
Well, that's interesting. Why did my alarm go off? Okay, what we have to do now is we're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna do up the templates so we can come back and shoot the second coat of navy blue on it. I don't think I'm gonna get, well, I probably can get to the red today, at least on the rudder. We'll see. Chalky, isn't it?
Well, it's just freaking wet. It is a little chalky. That's white.
And Tommy Looper says, take charcoal and white chalk and brown, and you sand it on sandpaper into a paper bag, shake it up, sift it, and you just start blending it.
Sounds fine.
Well, we're gonna see.
When you've done it before. I'm not gonna see it in there.
We're gonna find out. Let me clean out this gun here, and we'll go downstairs.
Well, this heat stuff's supposed to be grease and wax remover, although they don't have acrylic clean anymore, and I can't find Sickums M600 around here.
I think they quit making it.
Sickums was about, I think this was $20 a gallon. I think this was $20 for a gallon. I bought a sleeve of tape,
How much was that?
and the gallon of that stuff was about $50, 50 some bucks.
I'd pay $35 for 12 rolls.
Yeah, about the same. Thought I'd left that damn receipt sitting here on the table, but not gone.
Yeah, we'll get to go down and see what John's doing. So I got my white, we'll put that back. Insignia red. If not, that's the red I'm gonna use. Okay, so I brought my professional spatula today.
Okay.
Yeah, for putting the tape down.
Rubbing it down. That about whole workbench fluttered up down there.
Did Danny get over here and say what's for lunch? Did Danny get over here and say what's for lunch?
Yeah. Said, when we eating? That boy said, when we eating? Called me up and I said, hello, John. I said, what? He says, open the garage door, I'm in the driveway. Okay.
I thought you had it all made. Oh, that one.
Oh, I'm making the bottom. Here's the top.
Okay.
Just molding, this one's still drying. See, I use bed sheets. I used ace bandages before, but they left an imprint in the wood. So Al Raby said that he used bed sheets, so I said, well, I'll try that. I started using them, and it seemed to work pretty good. There's one thing you gotta know about it though.
Hard to believe he's gone.
Yeah. There's one thing you want to do if you're going to use these bed sheets like this.
Wash him.
Well, yeah, don't make them over about 2 inches wide, and don't make them any longer than, 30 inches. They get too hard to handle, and inevitably you'll take one and you'll drop it, and it'll unroll, and then you'll wreak hell trying to.
What's this weigh?
Weighs how much it weighs. Better get all that dust off there. I was seeing on that.
It ain't hot outside, so you ain't getting it done outside.
I'm afraid it melts my phone by putting it on that little heater over there, so. out dry, I'm sure. Did this 3 hours ago or better.
You get this at Walmart? There's a clear ruler.
I can't remember where that came from. I think it came from Hobby Lobby.
Okay. Yeah, watching old Al raid this morning.
Yeah.
At the top.
Bottom. It's a lot shorter. This is only one piece of 1/4 inch. That one was a piece of 1/4 inch with wings glued onto it because it wasn't enough to
1/4 inch.
4 inch.
4 inch.
Did I say 1/4?
Yeah.
4 inch wood. That's just one piece of 4 inch, and then that was a piece of 4 inch with wings glued on it.
It feels good.
5-pound wood. What can I say? That's light as I got. Yeah, I already. When it was flat, I laid out for the bulkheads for the fuselage. I made my little cutter block. I have to change this. I have to put another piece on the bottom of it because this is for the top block. Bottom block's thinner. So
Your interest or your focus should be right here.
Man, I got all winter.
Uh-huh. If you just like Dan and go, oh shit, I didn't get it done.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. It's not that I haven't been working on this. I've been sort of hitting it a little bit here and a little bit there. I got too many projects going on is what I got.
I better split this.
Getting hanger rash in it already.
They'll do that.
Got a big dent up here. Luckily, it's in the black checkerboard on the bottom. Be an easy fix, but it just pisses me off that it's even there. I must have been down here, don't have no room.
Didn't quite get it on straight. That's too late. Don't matter. Static electricity got me.
Yeah, it'll lift up and
I guess I could do another one. I brought extras. This is the right tool.
doesn't make any difference. A rubber block or
Uh-huh.
a plastic. I use a squeegee, a Bondo
Yeah.
thingy. Works fine. One of these little cheap Bondo spreaders.
Mhm.
Same thing. A rubber block, a hard rubber block. All you're doing is trying to make it lay flat. Get the air bubbles out of it.
Danny, get out of the chair and into the garage.
I think might be working on those molds this morning.
He really likes that stuff. We are building a carbon airplane this winter. And I told him what you said about don't expect it to come out right. He's perfect the first day, it'll come out perfect, he said, the first time.
Okay. I hear him.
He said, it all depends on how much money you want to spend.
Yeah, you don't want to jinx yourself though ahead of time. See, I look at it like this. If I don't get my hopes up 150% by saying that it'll be perfect the first time, then I'm not as upset when faux pas happen.
I was watching, I saved it too. I was going to send it to you. I was watching how to vacuum bag the inside of those pipes.
I saw that too. Was it a bicycle frame you were looking at? You must be watching the same stuff I'm doing.
Yeah.
All you do is you make a tube and you leave it open to the atmosphere, and when it draws a vacuum, it draws a vacuum on that too.
Right.
it's so simple. You'd never think of that in a million freaking years. But
I thought they were putting a balloon in there.
yeah, me too. Nope, ain't no balloon.
Okay. Did you see the guy machining the mini drill press and the mini lathe and all that stuff?
Oh yeah, I watch Joe Pioski. I
Yeah.
watch him all the time. He's a good machinist.
You watch the Titans of CNC?
Yeah. You watch the same shit I do. Danny does too. Danny watches the exact same ones. Get the Titans of CNC, takes all these 40 horsepower CNC machines, and he puts a 6-inch end mill sometime or shell mill in that thing with about 20 inserts around the edge of it, and he takes Inconel and he mills about 5/8 inches thick, about 6 inches wide. Just shit flying
Do you ever
everywhere.
watch the hydraulic press channel?
Yeah, I watch that some where they crush all different kinds of
Yeah,
things.
he's from Ukraine or something.
Yeah.
He was showing something 250. I don't remember the number, but it's 250. I remember that. part of it.
Did you see when they did the stress test on the bicycle frame? He had that tube that he put in the press, and he bridged it and everything. He had these special little pieces that held it so it sort of distributed the weight, but it was like 8 times his body weight that it took when it first started to deflect. It was at 8 times his body weight, and this is only like, I think he said 3 layers of basically 3-ounce cloth. It's a different measurement for carbon, but basically that. But they used all pre-peg on that, which was neat.
Well, I'll tell you what, that M250 stainless or armor plate steel, he put 50 ton on it, and the ram that it was a pointed ram. He wanted to see if he could press a hole through it.
Couldn't do it.
It flattened the tool out.
Wow.
It was a big round tool, about 2.5 inches around, with a light, sharp point on it, and it mashed the nose on it like it was nothing. Didn't touch the steel.
I didn't see that one.
He said, "Oh yes, this can be used for bulletproof."
He was doing all sorts of other ones though. He does everything. Anything that you could crush, he crushes.
He poked 100 nails into 3/4 plywood all at one time. It went.
I don't keep up with him a whole lot. I just sort of watch him here and there. He's pretty good though. So you watch all the same shit, stupid ass shit that I watch.
And of course we got Bad Chad. He's bad. He was cutting glass. Listen to this. You'll love this because you're a glazer. He was cutting a windshield down with a cutoff wheel, a grinder. Then there's another channel though that
Was he cutting the was he using the plexiglass? Because he made that rear window that he put in that car out of plexiglass with he figured he was making his own laminated glass by starting out with plexiglass and then putting body wrap, clear body wrap on top of it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be laminated glass now. All of a sudden, plexiglass ain't going to break anyway unless you really abuse the shit out of it.
Well, there's another guy that I watch. I can't remember the name of the channel. I could look it up, but he's a real body man. And they chop tops and they TIG weld the tops back on their beautiful work. And so they're showing you how to cut glass, a glass windshield. And the guy will scribe that glass 4 inches off the top and on both sides. Yeah, he goes one side, then turns it over and does the other side. And then they take alcohol and they roll it down there and light it on fire.
Burn it. See that softens that plastic,
No,
and then the alcohol will sort of.
This before he broke it even.
Yeah. You can do that. The heat will make it run out. The score line will make it run out. But we always ran them out by hand. We did one side, cut it, run the run out, flip it over, cut it, run the run out, and then pour the alcohol on there. And actually, that alcohol you buy for that, it'll on its own will eat that plastic out of there. But if you light it on fire, it just makes it go a little faster and allows you to bend it and get in, and then you get in there with the razor blade and just.
They took the pliers and bent it over, broke it off. I knew when I watched that guy cut that windshield, I said, now this guy knows what he's doing.
It's not easy when you're cutting radiuses and stuff like that. Then you run into problems, and laminated glass is sort of finicky anyway.
On old glass to boot.
Yeah, if you don't get it just right, and you have one little skip, it'll just.
I'm wondering
into the piece of glass it goes.
I'm watching him do this. They got one windshield. I wonder how many of these guys, how many of these things he's broke to learn how to do it like this.
They used to bring that stuff into us all the time to cut them down. And it's not anything when you're set up to do it. And you're used to doing it.
Well, you know I was a beveler for a while, and I saw Chad take that grinder with a cutoff wheel on it and go down the thing. He got it cut, it cracked.
You build up too much heat, you can't stay in one spot very long. We take belt sander with like 80 grit paper on it and just take the edge off.
That's beveling.
Just,
That's what I did.
just take the edge off of it, just dry.
Yeah.
Just a belt sander, work, and then take that sharp edge off.
You can go all the way down to 600 and polish it.
Oh yeah, or a cork belt, down to a cork belt and really polish it.
Okay, so we got these. I don't need these. Put this with this stuff. And I got one of these. I need one of these too. The other one went.
Why don't you go ahead and cut them out and put the tape on it, or do you? Well, you
I
don't
don't
know
need
if you
these.
need a positive or a negative.
I don't need these. Well, I'm just I got one. If you want to use these, you can. If you find something you can use it on.
Here, take that. Let's cut that excess tape off. That says not sticking to everything.
I cut about 40 of them stupid things to get to what I wanted.
Hold on, one, you kept losing your image or something, and it wouldn't cut.
Well, if you remember right, when you,
Jaggy line syndrome.
yeah, when you came over and I can't remember what we were doing, but I showed you how those JPEGs were lay out, and oh God, I had to go back through and fish all that shit out again.
We was working on the mask for that airplane right there.
Yeah. You can't have that shit,
Nope, they fuck you up. Nope, pardon my French. Alright, that's your second one. Might have to cut this one in half, cut it on that.
Cut it in half. Cut it between the two bounding boxes.
Get a. My scissors.
Let's see if the boys said anything. We got 17 watchers and 10 thumbs up. Playing hooky again. Yep, playing hooky. Good morning to Gary Sinclair. We'll be back up in the garage here in a little bit to shoot the blue. All this taping business takes a whole lot longer than the painting business.
This
What happened to the regular-
Nobler box over here has all this stuff in it.
Whatever.
All these stencils and stuff. All the ones we cut before, I think there's stencils in there they're both yours and one's on my airplane extras. I think there's Wix stencils in there and there's And did you eat breakfast this morning?
No. Why?
Because your stomach's sitting there talking to you.
No. They'll wait for lunch.
Danny liked my little idea about rotating that fuel tank body for wrapping that tape on it.
Yeah.
So I would buy that shrink tape if it's made for wrapping that with, that'll shrink under heat, but it's $47 for like 150 feet of it. I sort of can't bring myself to do that.
These ones here is what's going to be a pain in the butt. These big ones, because I think they're wider than 6 inches. 9 inches long, or 12 inches long. So 2 rows. This, the outside one here is only, I only use that to index it, and I lift that off. The only thing that gets stuck on are those 3 parts.
Right. Wherever it's white. It's hard. Ooh. I've done that before. It hurts.
Yeah, I've done it too.
The hardest part is doing like a 3-color decal, a 3-color stencil.
Nah, ain't hard.
Well, when you gotta lay on 3 different overlays, it starts getting difficult. Getting it lined up, especially if you got something real critical that has to be lined up just right. Then you, as long as you got a bounding box on it and everything's aligned by the bounding box prior to it.
That's what the computer's for.
And you have to be spot on every one of those.
Okay.
And then it's just a matter of weeding out the right stuff, you know.
I ran it off the paper. Didn't have it queued into the printer right. Okay, I'll probably need help with this. Because it will.
It'll spring up on you, yeah. Maybe that'll help.
It's nice. You put it over there somewhere?
No. It's on the floor, sticking straight up and down. Right by your toe.
Hold that. I've done that before in my slippers.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right on top of my foot.
Those got a lot of surface area to grab hold of that transfer tape. Them little stencils like this can be a pain in the butt. They won't. Sometimes they don't want to stick to the transfer tape.
gonna take this and cut that one to this size.
Doesn't have any bounding box on it at all.
Bottom. That's where it says bottom on it. And I do not know why it didn't cut the top.
It's weird.
The computer just didn't want to think. I think we'll take, for both the bottoms, we'll take a piece of that tape and split it in half. Put it on the bottom. No sense in putting.
No, we gotta conserve as much as we can here and there. That stuff's getting expensive. It's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, sure. Okay. No, I can't do that.
It really sucks too. It doesn't cut a bounding box because you use that for everything.
I'm gonna put this one on the bottom of the airplane, and I'm also gonna put that at the bottom of the other one. Except I don't think it matters because we're using these points here.
Right.
But it's nice to have it there, sorta.
Well, it's easier to line up that outside edge than it is to line up something on the inside because it always wants to stick itself down to you before you're ready for it.
It don't like cooperating, that's for sure.
Static electricity in this stuff is outrageous.
Go ahead.
That guy that did them stencils for me, I was down there when I did the Takana and did the stencil. I didn't have any other day. I gave the guy half stencils made. And he found all the fonts for me and he laid everything out. He sized it all for me, and I was sitting right there watching him do this whole time. And he took these. Must have been 10 pages of stencils sitting there, notebook sized paper pieces. And he took that thing, and I bet you it didn't take him 10 minutes. He weeded every bit of that stuff while I was sitting there watching him. The fastest guy I ever seen in my life.
Well, that's what he does every day.
Yeah. We had that business down there, and they had in the front room, they must have had 7 or 8 cutting machines up in the front room, and in the back there's about 40 of them and 10 guys back there working them, and that's all they did all day long was back there working those machines and weeding and cutting and transfer taping and all that stuff. They did big giant banners, big signs, like the whole size of a wall. Oh, you're getting up just the bottom on that.
Well, Bug, you lost your life. Yeah, I'll take this home tonight and I'll tape it out for another color. We'll come back tomorrow and do another color. I gotta get this stuff on before I can start inking. We're thinking, well, I can start inking now. No.
No, get the cart before the horse.
I might have to call Russell Hona Okie Air and get me another roll of speed temp. You got any?
Very little. I don't use this stuff anymore.
It's good for making templates for inking. Either that or 64th plywood. And the plywood,
Gonna be up there at $80 a sheet again.
you think?
Ridiculous. You know, you can go to places like Joanne Fabrics and stuff like that. It's got C-temp.
I don't know where Joanne's Fabrics is.
Or Michael's, or
Let's go today.
you look in their stippling areas where they got little patterns and stuff.
Let's go today and I'll buy some.
It's not actually C-temp, I don't think, but it's similar.
Okay, we got all the stencils. Back pocket. I'll leave this here. I don't need this at home. I think these are the only things I needed that for. If I need it again, I know where it is.
Are you gonna computer cut your checkerboard on the nose?
Yeah.
You'll need it for that.
Yeah, but that ain't for
Oh, that's
a couple of days.
Yeah, that's just one stencil, you know.
I'm not doing checkerboards on the tips. I went back and forth, and I think that checkerboards and the red and white stripes on the ailerons is too much.
Might start looking gaudy. I mean, you're putting enough on it as it is. You got 8 different colors on it, 7 different colors.
Yeah.
Is this checkerboard gonna go back on this back area back here where it's a little flatter? Cause they don't run square.
No, they,
You know, they gotta taper a little bit when you're on
the first
a
row,
compound curve.
the first row of my nose is just like this, about that wide. Only this will be
So
yellow.
you're back in here then.
Right. And they're underneath this. So you don't have to do, I don't have to do them.
The
Vanishing
ones where,
points.
yeah. That's a bit, cause you just almost demand that you tape it all out. You know, I don't know, like a real good computer guy could probably plot that and have that thing cut it, but.
I don't know that I told you this. I downloaded Fusion 360 CAD to make car parts and do. It's gonna take a while to learn that.
Shit. Those guys take years learning that stuff. Years.
Let's see what the boys have to say. We got 14 and 12.
Hell, that's big enough to make a top one.
Tacos for lunch. Okay. How long should you wait until tape the mask? I don't know. I do it pretty quick.
He scares me, he does it so quick sometimes. He's I seen him go out there and squirt paint on something, and when I turned around, he was putting another mask over top of it. Man, he got some guts.
Got plenty of thinner and it'll stick.
Can you see it, guys? Another airplane right here. Top to bottom molded shells. Already laid out for the bulkheads. Yeah, laid out both of them. They don't have full line. They look marks. These pieces that got cut off up here in the front, these will be the pieces that go back on that help start forming the cowling. And another one this is what they look like before they end up like that. That's what I had to begin with. And I took my fuselage and I measured the width of every single bulkhead. And then I took a compass and drew a circle. Size of wherever I wanted one of these, that made my radius. I actually made 2 of these. I was going to make a top and bottom one where the bottom was sort of flat on it, had this curved edges sort of flat, and then I decided, the hell, use one, just cut it shorter. As long as I stay on the flat, because these are sort of flat all the way up into here, and as long as I stay on that, it won't shrink this dimension.
That look funny.
Why?
Let's see.
Let's see why. What's round?
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is.
It's flat. Look right in there. Is that flat or round?
It's, well, it's similar. It's got a little bit of a flat to it, but look back. A lot of airplanes are like that. Look at a chipmunk. It's a flat, perfectly egg-shaped oval looking fuselage.
Look at the P-40. Looks like a guppy.
It'll look fine. There's not going to be that much on it. This is only going to be probably that thick back there. Going to be cut up to there. That's all you're going to see of it.
That for the top?
This bottom.
What is it? This is the top.
That's the top. And it might be too tall. It might have to have some big trim down height wise. So I'm thinking about putting an SB23. I'm thinking about putting like a B51 Mustang canopy on it or chipmunk canopy. Instead of getting it
They're all the same airplane.
futuristic, sort of look.
This is my P40 right here. P47 right here. Same thing.
Same airplane.
Same height. Same as the high roller. Same as my June RXL.
Identical. Built in two different places. What was sort of funny was when I built that cow
There's only one way to do it.
over here, and then it would literally just go right on your airplane. No plans, no nothing.
There's only one way to do it.
You got X measurement. You got this measurement, that measurement, that measurement, that measurement, that measurement.
As long as everybody's
You gotta-
using the same ruler.
You gotta fit the same size engine in here, so you got that measurement. It's,
Are you gonna ink those yellow checks?
I don't think so.
Pussy.
You're right. You're right. I thought about it for a long time because it would really make them stand out, but man, that's a lot of income.
Nah.
A lot.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
12 times
25, 26, 50 lines.
6.
50 lines. That's hours work.
They don't have a lot of curve to them. That's the only thing that would be going for it. Is
Yep.
they're not going up and across the top and stuff. When you start running ink lines across this, that's when it starts getting sort of funky.
Yep, I gotta do that on this. That's why I need the seat down.
And the thing, when they slope down and they curve on the top, if you run a straight template across there, it goes forward.
Right.
And so you gotta tip that template up, and then it'll touch. Or it'll be that high up off the surface. The back edge of it will touch, and the front edge where you want to ink will be that high off the surface. So you gotta go from the low side and tip it up, and then put extra tape on it to bring it up off the surface. That's what I do.
It's a bitch. Well, I think we're ready to go out and paint.
But I got they're all out in the garage. I got a whole bunch of different templates and stuff out there made out of seat temp and various other things.
I'm looking for a 1/4 or a 3/8 inch long oval. I ordered a template, but I haven't got it yet.
I got some out there, all different sizes.
Oval, not an oval.
Yeah.
It looks like a latch. 2 circles that are connected together in a rectangle.
Yeah.
Oval is like that, and this is like that.
Yeah. I got some out there. I don't know if they're the right size that you need, but that's the problem when you start doing all these different airplanes. You guys sort through, you got 150 different templates there, and you don't have one the right size that you need.
Yep. Take these.
And they're not easy to make. Even if you got C-temp, they're not easy to make, because if any little squiggle you get cutting that C-temp out shows up in your ink line, as
No, I-
you just well know.
I'm getting C-temp to do straights. I ordered the template, a drafting template with that oval in it. But
Yeah, got some factory paper.
Okay. What I missed, I had to switch computers. I spilled my drink in my lap. You didn't miss anything. We're gonna paint right now. All we did was stencil preparation.
Taping stencils.
I didn't have this thing plugged in. Make sure to get it plugged in up there, or else we'll be dead. You got tape up here?
Yellow tape?
Yep.
Yeah.
We got a little tapering to do.
Tyson, how you doing?
Uh-oh.
All right, love you, babe.
Smells great out here.
You ready?
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, plug her back in. There we go. Like, subscribe, and share. Super chat if you can. We're really low on those this month.
Natural.
Did Carson come back?
Come back there. Yeah.
Marcy?
Okay.
She's dead.
I guess we'll do this top one first to see how it's gonna work. Feels okay.
Where the purples? We got about 6
6 o'clock
We're
last
keeping
night?
them all about 24 hours and that's it.
Okay, you grab this half over there. We'll set it right straight down, try to get it lined up. There. Get it?
Yep. It's stuck now, baby. Rub that down once it comes up.
The scariest part is picking those out of there.
Voila!
Let's do the bottom one. These are the easy ones. Your way. Right there.
I tried to do a bunch of stars, and the points on them stars can be a royal pain in the butt.
Yeah.
That one guy did a free flight, I think it was a free flight airplane. It must have had 1,000 stars on it. And I think they were all hand cut out of tissue paper.
That was a little off, but it's up this way a little bit. At least you get the top on square. You gotta make sure you get them corners perfect.
I couldn't see him. Can't see him. Never see him.
Okay. Grab onto it. Just hold it up off there.
Not too high or too low, or
You'll be fine, just hold it right there. And I hate doing this because once you stick it down, that's it.
yeah.
Hold it up off there so it doesn't stick on there. Let's get the star on, stuck down. It's a little up too. Oh well. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's just standing that damn close or too close.
Been a minute. Have to turn around.
No, nope.
Oh, you're gonna do that right now?
Yep. Still a little tacky.
Real tacky right there. I don't know. I'd do that yet.
It'll be fine. I guess we could do the Rodels. Let's see, I gotta do the other side here.
It's this side that got the thing on, sort of heavy.
Yeah,
Hinge line.
it'll be fine. I'm not gonna second guess. I'm just gonna stick it down by eye the first time like I normally do, and seems like anytime you second guess
Get
yourself,
this point right here, that top point.
yeah, anytime you second guess yourself, you
Yeah.
come on. Yeah, it's perfect. The other side close enough. Ooh, I don't like that.
as it's not on an edge.
We didn't put that on there.
No, them little points are down.
I'm just gonna lightly spray it. I'm not gonna flood it. But it's a dark color anyway.
Yeah.
So we gotta figure out where we wanna be here.
Well, you got a pinstripe running down there, don't you?
Yeah. I need to be half inch off the bottom.
That TLAR.
That's exactly right.
It's amazing how well that works too.
Don't matter, it's blue anyway. I need to
See,
take
what
this
I
off.
look at is that line from there to that tape. And it looks pretty even. It's a little bit narrower on the top than it is on the bottom, but it's not.
It ain't right. Oh well. It's over this way. This is a 16th off, that's a quarter. Shit. I don't have another one of them stencils with me. It's because the bounding box was cut wrong.
Mm-hmm. So that should be cut to fit in between that tape and that.
That's what it is, 1 inch. It was on the bounding box crooked. I wonder if we can get that up. Probably not.
You mean and save it?
Yeah.
I rather doubt it because they stretch all out of shape and stuff. I mean, it's not that much to paint.
I guess we could pick them off and do it tomorrow.
But I rather doubt that you'll get them off without distorting them all the hell in a handbasket. What are you gonna do one at a time and just move it? You can try it, but my past experiences is that they stretch too bad. You lucked out on those, that's a 1. I didn't press any of them down really, so. Crooked.
we'll just skip it. We'll hit that tomorrow. Unless I got one, I might have one down there.
Want me to go look?
Yeah, if you would. It's gonna be on one of those, Rodels. I didn't figure this would be a problem. Bummer. Bummer. Oh well, I guess I could do red on that. Had nothing but problems with this stupid thing.
Nope.
Yeah, they're laying on my table. Okay. We got any insignia blue mixed up?
I don't think we did.
Look at my shit here.
Black.
Huh?
Green.
Yeah. I got it right here. Just I not mixed.
Yeah, I don't know if we already have a jar of it.
It's almost black.
That's black.
We'll just mix a little up in that one of them paper cups.
Got a bunch of junk jars in here we need to get rid of.
Well, we can't get rid of it. We just gotta clean them out.
Oh, there's pickle jars, that's not good.
That's black.
Black. There's nothing in these, is there? One of these is red, white, primer white.
I don't know what's in there. I'll dust down and we'll get that tomorrow. I can Sand on that a little more or something. Need to bring my airbrush so I can get down in them cracks.
Well, you got the black cases down in the basement. Is that just the cracks that's in that one?
Yeah, that's not my fine. That's not the fine tune one. So I figured to just mix up in this. What do you think?
Yeah, that'll work. You're not gonna use but a teeny bit of it. Well, let's see here. It's been about probably a half an hour, 45 minutes since he painted that white on there. It's still sort of tacky.
It'll be fine.
He put a stencil down on it and pulled it off of there. It didn't pull the paint off. Of course, it didn't rub that one down either.
It'll be fine.
It's dry to the touch. Say it's good enough. These stupid stars and all these little corners, these little points. Make sure you get them rubbed down because it'll bleed through under, it'll bleed under right on the little point. And I've rubbed them down 5 and 6 times and still had it bleed through, so there's not a guarantee.
It'll be fine.
And this stuff is really pretty forgiving, isn't it?
I don't know, have I ever talked about Gary Hayjack?
I don't know, a little bit here and there.
Well, Hayjack was getting stencils done in vinyl.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
And let me tell you something, very hard to get off.
Yeah.
Without,
Yeah. I'd say that's a terrible thing.
well, we did it, we used to do it. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. That's not bad, but right in here. Need to tape over it. Grab a piece of paper. Tape over it. You'll get to see the results here in about 10 minutes. Want to go all the way over there. I was surprised they still had this stuff at Lowe's. Cut it.
Yeah, just make sure you get the right stuff. They got a heavy and they got a thin. Get the thin stuff. And it looks too thin. It looks like the paint will bleed through it, but no, the paint won't bleed through it.
It's gonna bleed inside that. What?
It'll be all right. Put a little piece of tape over that and that little spot right there and that little spot right there just for shits and giggles.
Like the 10th piece of tape over this.
Yeah, and then maybe this right here, there's a little knot right there. Well, it's just because you're gonna concentrate spray right there.
Where?
That. Yeah, there you go. That wipes her out for sure. Hopefully, unless it's red.
Yeah. Okay, turn it. Make 2 slips.
Oh, you want to,
Yeah. Yeah, no sense in rushing that thing, trying to get it painted with a crappy stencil, and it's off.
you know how much it takes to fix it once it's painted on there.
I'd be fixing it too,
And it, yeah,
because I look at it and, oh man, why didn't I get So we'll just wait till tomorrow, paint that. You know, some of the stuff I do for the camera, I do it anyway, and then off camera I gotta turn around and fix it.
yeah, 5 hours extra work,
Yep.
not worth it. Not worth it.
And one guy said, man, you don't make any mistakes.
Silly boys, tricks are for kids.
I make all kind of mistakes. Cut a different piece. Turn it around. If this, you know, if it's gonna find it, it's gonna be one of them spots. Your eye will be all right. No, it won't.
Always does it. Always.
Of course, I'm not gonna spray at this, but
You don't have to. You can cover that whole nose up with a towel and nothing get on it. But go tape all this off and you'll find one little pinhole and go in there.
that's right. Okay, that's good.
Where you gonna start? So I can get set up.
I guess bottom outboard.
this camera back, give some more room.
What's that?
Pull this back, give me some more room.
Still ain't thin enough. That for sure that'd be thin enough. That'll be thin enough.
Front row's a tough cookie to crumble.
What's that?
The front row's a tough cookie to crumble.
Yeah.
Difference from 18 to 20 points is a huge leap. We got spray shine up there.
Yeah. Good storage, and I know this paint is thin enough. Got no fan.
Is the hole in the cup plugged up?
Okay, what are you doing? Still too thick, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do for lunch?
Mm.
It'll be fine.
Never fails. All the best laid plans of mice and men.
But it's on the bottom.
Yeah, not the top backboard wing.
Yeah, this time.
That's one quick way of taking the air out of your sails, though, you know.
Yeah, it'll be fine. The minute that it wouldn't be fine is if I would have wiped it.
Oh, yeah. I have been in trouble.
We're gonna bury that in blue. It'll be fine. About 100 coats of blue, it'll be perfect. What are the guys saying? Anything?
They hadn't yet. There's just one other comment outside of that one that guy came in late.
Let's see.
Comment about being on the front row.
Oh, yeah. Message. Yeah, I know that it's on. Okay, let's see here. Go to the boob tube. Clean. I get these ads on the phone. My phone storage is, full.
Yeah.
It's an ad. It's not. There's nothing wrong with my.
Huh. I've been getting them telling me my security system's out of date. Your computer is vulnerable and this and that. You need to sign up with us and have this updated and all this shit. I said, bullshit. You're not even the supplier that I have my security system through. I just ran a check. You see where he's wanting to shut down another pipeline. You're gonna really screw the country up.
Yep.
Did you guys used to have those lead icicles on your Christmas tree
Yeah.
when you were a kid? Who could get either one of them or both? Or put the icicles on the tree.
Okay. There we go. Now I can see it. Painting the Rodels live, 17 watching. Now I can see the. There we go. Now I can see it. Painting the chat over here. John, the plane in the shop, is that you're taking to that? That's beautiful. Yeah. You still make the front row, Sparky? Yeah, I hope so. It ain't easy. Depends on who's there.
Well, my airplane's gonna be there.
Yeah. Now that second coat really.
Yeah, I figure Chris Cox is gonna be there, Kevin and I are probably gonna be there. Those are both two alternate winners. Oh, yeah.
I just need to knock that white down. Great Falls, Michigan. Hello. Yeah, how can I help you? Hey, I'm doing great until you called. I don't want any solar panels, windmills, or farts. Goodbye.
Oh, goodness. And I don't need my windows replaced. What a shame. You're just gonna have to sand it down. Might have to just mushy some. It'll be all right. Just a pain in the butt having to do it.
Yeah, aggravating. I'll airbrush it. Get another coat on it.
Yeah, I'll take another one. You really put the thinner to it. It'll be good.
I could have some more paint.
I wouldn't mess with it.
Nah, it's got too much thinner in it.
Unless you pour it all out back in the cup and then mix it all up together.
Yeah.
You know that super glue
Yeah.
that I got from you?
Yeah.
That stuff glued the parchment paper to my wood.
Good stuff then.
It was fuming. I had to sand the damn parchment paper off the wood.
So it's just like hot stuff.
Yeah, it's almost too tenacious. Gonna have to use some Mylar or something instead of parchment paper, wax paper. Big glue parchment paper, it'll definitely glue wax
I think I got a better mix now. Oh, crap. Yeah, I had lots of thinner in that. Should really bite.
Yeah, it'll bite all right. There you go.
Bearcat. No, it's
Yeah, that's an F6F. the system, hydraulic systems pump up and all that stuff, and, 3-bladed prop, you see that?
Yeah, he's got the APT prop on it. Choke it!
He's probably in there frantically pumping that.
Choke it! There we go this time. Turn the mixture screw. Every time I look at those props, I think about the video I seen of the guy walking through one of those.
Yeah, I've seen that video too. Guys getting sucked into jet engines
Yeah, but the guy lived, he got sucked in the jet engine.
and, yeah, I know, it didn't, he got stopped by his waist. Is that the one that you saw? I seen one where a guy died. And ejection, you see the ejection seat movies when you're in?
Oh, yeah.
It's your airplane with the canopy, the
I don't know, that ain't a Thunderbolt.
yeah, it is, it's the F6F.
F6F is not a Thunderbolt. T-47 is a Thunderbolt. F6F is a Hellcat.
Or Hellcat, yeah. Close enough.
You're gonna go have some fun.
Yeah, wouldn't that be neat? Have to have one big recess and the Bailey's bomber.
Sustainability means, are you going to be around as a company?
That was a neat airplane.
What?
Bailey's bomber.
Yep. This next coat is gonna cover.
It's covered now. But I put another one on it. It looks a little light right up here on the sheeting.
Trust me, this next one will be black. I remix it. Perfect. Why couldn't I do that the first time? Big difference. Okay, bottom. Hopefully it'll bury that thing. I think so.
Yep.
That'll come out in the clear. What do you think?
Plenty of paint on it. Plenty of paint.
Okay. We got a little jar that we can put this in. This is mixed perfect. This batch now.
How much is in it?
It's one of these little wax,
Yeah, but how old is it?
halfway. That'll work.
Yeah, it's dirt.
That flows right out. Now I want to explain what happened there. The cup, the paint gun dropped a drop of blue into the blue. Of course, it had to hit in the blue. Don't panic. Don't never wipe it. I just painted a couple coats on it. It's flowed out. You can still kind of see it. When I shoot the clear on it and sand it, it'll all go away. We might do some red. Kind of figured it was too thin. It just didn't look right. That mixed perfectly. That'll do about 20 airplane.
Yeah. Barb normally doesn't save these little cups.
With a
And
little
then
jar.
These real little teeny ones, she thinks I can't use them. I'm like, hell yeah. Any glass jar. Save it. That's a olive jar.
It works. It works perfect.
It's great for touch-up colors and you're not using some big quart pickle bottle or mason jar or something.
What do you think? You think after a coat of clear and sand it out, that'll go away?
Well, you'll sand through the clear a couple times and it'll go away.
It'll be fine.
What's the temperature say up there?
Cold.
If it's not 80 degrees or cold.
Yeah, we're gonna open this up. So
Wearing insulated underwear.
Yeah, I got tops and bottoms on. I put them on Halloween. And I won't take them off until July.
to say, you know, this is inflation is temporary. If the prices, they never go back down to what they were. If it drops 50%, if it say the inflation was 40% inflation, if it drops 20%, you'd be very, very lucky.
If everything hinges on gas prices, that's all there is
Oh,
to it.
yeah, it does.
Oh, that's fine. That'll be fine.
Actually, yeah, we'll see how it dries out and lays down. Actually, an old man told me one time is to look at scrap prices out there for scrap aluminum, scrap steel, copper, and all that stuff, and watch the scrap prices, and then you can calculate the inflation rate and the economy and everything all by just the scrap metal prices.
Hi, Marcel.
Need to air this place out a little bit.
Well, a few minutes here, we'll unwrap it. Got plenty of paint on it. Plenty of paint. Unplug that thing.
Saturday, it's not supposed to get as warm as today. It's supposed to get a high of 37 or something.
Heat wave!
Yeah.
We painted in here in the snow.
I'd rather it be snowing. They say humidity level drops. See, right now we got about the same as we had last weekend, 45 degrees, 45%, 50%, a little above 50. About 55% humidity, and it's not blushing. I'll tell you what, you know, I used to use 3608S
No, it didn't. No.
thinner. Well, years ago it was okay, but they changed the formula, and I went in there and bought a new gallon of 38OS thinner.
Was that insignia red? J9555?
I don't know, you got your book?
You got it.
It melts up.
Yep.
555
Yeah.
Cadillac red.
I got 2 quarts of Cadillac.
Piper Pitts Cadillac red.
Let's see what color Cadillac red is. They don't have insignia red on there?
Cadillac red. Cadillac red is 555, 9555.
Yeah. Let's see what it looks like.
It doesn't have it, I don't think, because it's the color on the back.
Cadillac red, 9555. So it's Tennessee red, Pontiac red.
I don't have insignia red.
I gotta go downstairs for a second. Soda run through me.
don't have any insignia red.
What?
Don't have any insignia red.
I don't know what color this is.
A Waka red. Cadillac red.
And I got this red, whatever this is.
Believe you me, whatever you use, that's probably closer to insignia red there than anything. That's flag red. And I guess you call it.
What do those spray guns run? What do you mean? How much? Oh, well, they used to be $10. Now they're $29, $35. I'm gonna hit the heat again.
Right about there, 35 probably.
Oop. Almost ready to pull. My brother can pull them. I only got that little goose right to do. That's all. What?
It's on the tape.
so you sitting
It's blowing up.
One of them cans will go pow. Yeah, shame you can't get them things for $9 $10 anymore.
Shame I can't buy dope for a quarter either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope, no trash can.
Nope, haven't brought them in yet. I don't have any fingernails. Cut my fingernails off last night.
You can tell I got plenty of thinner in this paint job.
Yeah, it helps.
Please don't dig it.
It's hard to dig with no fingernails. Gotta sort of rub it to get it started.
Yeah, that paint is gonna pull up.
Going back up.
You can turn it over.
Just a second.
Ah. I get it from there. You got it?
Yeah, just rub it. Can't get dope at the hobby store anymore either. Where's that at?
Yeah.
I knew they're sort of
getting short on supplies because everybody uses monocoat crap like that, plastic crap. Gotta go straight to the source.
Yep.
You're better off going straight to the source anyway, getting much better product.
Better price too.
Yeah.
No middleman.
Don't get somebody adding some proprietary ingredient to it that doesn't work.
The difference between Randolph and Brodak is night and day. It'll take you twice as much Brodak to do the job. I hate to say that, but it's true. Okay.
Doesn't say I don't use Product though. If I use their colors, I don't use their white anymore, that's for sure. But I have used their colors mainly because I had them on hand.
Okay, moment of truth. Oh. Can sure tell there's a lot of thinner in that bagging still. We might let this dry a little longer.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. It might strain on you if you're not too careful. It wouldn't hurt to have a little heat on it.
Yeah. There we go. So far, so good. Gotta hold your breath when you're untaping shit. You don't have another extension cord, do you?
Yeah, it's 100-footer. I hate to run that thing on 100-footer. Let's see here. Break that 100-footer.
Now I gotta have the camera plugged in. Probably plug the camera into the 100-footer and the 25-footer for the heat gun. Ta-da! Randell Hobby Supplies or what? I don't know where I go to Brodak or Sig. Sig Dope is certified, and here, you want to use this or that? Don't matter, I guess. Sig Dope is certified, and it's all made the same spot, but there's different formulas. See a wrinkle in there? Because it's still.
Yeah. Still gassing off big time. Here's this right here, whatever you want.
And we'll use it on the big outside one on the bottom. Okay, let's do the bottom. We'll heat that up on the outside of this. Come on. That's just stencil. Let me get this cut in this corner here so we can pull it around. That's too hot this way. Pretty soft. Now, what do you guys think? Is that the trick way to do it?
Boy, don't take the heat worth the crap, that's for sure.
What,
You
this?
gotta know when you put the heat to that vinyl,
Yeah, it just melts.
it goes so limp, just like that.
What are we having for lunch, Barb? What do you want?
I don't know.
got your choice.
Big choice, not McDonald's. For sure.
You don't want people?
No,
Yeah, you might get people
soil
there.
and green, huh?
Don't get any, chicken
Chicken
McNuggets.
nuggets.
Why?
They're the last part of the chicken to go over the fence. That's processed meat.
And they had that thing about pink slime, remember?
Yeah, they closed down that meat packing plant over in China that was producing for McDonald's.
Yeah.
That they found human meat in it.
Plus, who knows what else?
Yeah, yeah.
I will do nothing with that right there. It will be perfect. Nobody will ever see it. Jim Lynch, what do you think about that?
I'll see it.
Yeah.
You'll see it.
I'm not gonna do nothing with it.
Here's what's gonna happen with it. You're gonna start putting clear coat on it. And you're gonna sand on it a little bit. You're gonna sand all the clear off of it.
It's all right, it'll be flat.
Yeah, and you'll just keep doing that until it goes completely flat, which
Yeah.
will take about 2 coats of clear and a little light sanding on it, and then it'll never be there again. That's it.
Well, I didn't get too excited. I mean,
No, at least you didn't reach up and grab it and try to wipe it off. That's the worst mistake you can ever make, because a lot of those things, they'll just melt into nothing, like that little pinhole. It left a big old dot of paint on top of it.
I don't know where it is.
It's gone now. It's right there in that star.
Yeah, and it'll be completely gone with clear on it.
Completely gone with clear on it. Because it, like everything else, it'll stick up there so slightly, and then when you wet sand your clear, you'll sand the top of it off, and it'll be flat there, and then it'll be gone.
Okay, let's take this off.
The parts that I have the main problems with on paint peeling up are the leading and trailing edges of the flaps and elevators. And I think that's the sole reason for that is that you don't get the paint on those areas wet enough. Because it's such a small little area to try to pinpoint your spray on.
Makes sense.
And so the paint doesn't eat in there as good. I think. Now, I might be wrong, but those are my main areas anyway.
I see some spots here I'm gonna be fixing. On the fillets here. They need to be sanded and touched up.
He's grinding his gums every time you grab that knife to pull a stencil up. Yeah, well, believe you me, we do the same thing. Because you can so easily scratch or put a little gouge in it, go a little too deep. I'm gonna have to take prep salt to this, get this, it's got some glue on it, stencil.
Yeah, that's all right.
It'll come right off.
After it dries.
Plane's gonna start popping now. Start getting these colors on a nice crisp edge. Biggest problems you'll have is these little points on these stars. If you have any problems, any little square points are potential little spots. If these corners were rounded, you got less of a chance of things messing up. But when it comes to a real sharp point,
a guy that Danny had over here the other day, Jim. He flies RC
Yeah.
and he flies RC pattern. Planes and then he's got that plane that he had the landing gear over here, like some third scale extra 300 or something like that with a big twin cylinder.
$10,000 plane.
Yeah, not a cheapie. So he thought, we were down there talking, and I said, how much do you think this airplane of mine costs right here? And I had my Geo XL down there, like it is right this morning. And he's looking at it, I don't know, about $1,500. I said, guess again. I said, you could buy one that's not painted, that's just all white for $4,000. He says, what?
Can I open the door?
Yeah, why? Is it too strong in here?
No.
Okay, let's see what it looks like on the side. Well, thank you, some guy and Sandy. It'll look beautiful when it's done.
Here. That's stuff to put in.
Brr.
That aired it out.
Didn't take long to get cold either.
was over there to the nets and I watched Mike's airplane fly and it's going tick, 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 across the top. He thought I was gonna fall out of the air. I said, yeah, that's how Mike flies. He slow. 6-second lap or better. It ain't easy to fly that slow.
I'm hoping I can get this airplane to fly at 5.5. That's where these fly good at. But you got so much horsepower up there with a 75.
Yeah. That shouldn't be a problem.
Super Tiger 60s 5.2.
I've been flying my airplane at 5.4. I don't necessarily fly it that slow when it's windy, but on average.
I'm gonna go ahead and take this tape off the rudder and stuff here too. We'll retake it tomorrow. Or
Yeah, better just do that. You decide on what color you're gonna paint this canopy and stuff yet?
nope. Shit, I still gotta work on it. Like I told you. I'll go ahead and leave that line on.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the front line, I don't know. I'll get the paper off.
It's easy to retape that if you need to anyway. You already got a white line to tie up on. I don't know if I'm leaving that blue tape on any longer than you absolutely have to.
Yeah, but this airplane has thinner in it.
Of course, you're gonna be
Ooh, look at that.
painting it tomorrow. What'd it do? Yeah, underneath, yeah.
Good thing it was
Went
double.
back in there 2 inches, didn't it?
Yeah, good thing it was double and triple tape.
Yeah, before you go painting, guys, it's a good idea to run around all your tape lines and rub them down real good and triple up the tape on them if you got to. It's only tape.
This has been on since Wednesday, so we need to get it off. And inspect and make sure I didn't miss any spots. I can go ahead and paint them stripes today, I suppose.
You're gonna work on that, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know. In between each stripe, maybe. I need to stop and get some fingernail polish for the brush.
For the brush.
Yeah, that fingernail polish brush works real good.
Just go down there and buy you a $5 package of 10 paintbrushes.
I got them, but they don't work as good as that fingernail polish
Cut them
brush.
off.
Eh,
Make them shorter. That's normally what's wrong with them anyway. They're too damn long. Got a little teeny paintbrush there. It's great if you're gonna put one little teeny dot on something, but
I guess I could tape off. Yeah, we'll do the red tomorrow. I'll tape off these. I gotta lay out flat, the there's a center line right here, and then from that center line, the ailerons go out this way, flaps and then ailerons. And the ailerons are gonna be white with red stripes. Another patriotic airplane. Gotta have a military airplane, patriotic.
Doesn't matter, yeah. It's sort of a fictitious scale.
Yeah. Gonna have to mix up some green. 2 colors of green. I gotta do zinc chromate green, which is a yellow green,
Right.
and then this is OD green. I want it in between zinc chromate and OD. It's like that color that was on my other one.
That's tough. I might have forest green, but that's
too
way
dark.
too dark.
Too
In
dark.
fact, it might not even be any good anymore because I don't like green.
I gotta take that pearl green.
Nah, that wouldn't look right. Might look okay if it was a Reno Air Racer or something.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that tape off. Not this stripe, but this stripe. And the bottom one. The reason why I don't want to take this one off, I don't want to disturb that, because you never get it back on perfect.
Yeah, because you're in between 2 colors.
Yeah. Or as a matter of fact, I'll just leave that on there. I'll just get the tape, the yellow tape off of it. I don't want the yellow tape residue all over everything.
That paint mask leaves enough residue on the thing. That Troubleshooting stuff takes that residue off pretty good.
It's just lighter fluid.
That same thing, naphtha.
This thing won't really pop till I get the silver leading edge on here, and maybe the silver on the leading edge on that, and the ink lines, and I'm a long ways off, a couple of months.
Biggest thing, don't rush it now.
You said it blushed, but it's not blush now. It's,
It's on the plastic, isn't it?
nope. See it blushed anywhere?
No, I didn't see it on the lines anyway before. I saw it all on the plastic.
No,
It looked like it ended at the line, at the plastic line.
no, I didn't get it.
Well, I thought you did there for a second. It's so easy. So doggone easy. When you pick it right down to the bare wood on those tests.
I didn't get it. Must have been just a piece of dirt.
Look like in the camera.
Get red there, green there, the same color green as that. Yellow lightning bolt.
Red stripes on the tail.
Yep, 2 red stripes on the tail.
Vertical numbers in front of the red stripes.
Yeah, that would have been done today if I'd have wouldn't have screwed up the placement of that one. Whatever. Wasn't supposed to get this done today anyway. I'm playing hooky. It's all right. I'm getting paid for it. There's no way to mark these inboard, outboard. So I don't know where they go. I gotta just try them until they fit. Don't want to fit there. We're gonna have to have lunch here shortly. Changing
Your
gears.
your stomach was growling when you first got here this morning. Must not have eaten any breakfast.
Nope.
See, it's going on just 20 till 2 right now.
I usually eat at 11:30.
Time you go in.
7. That's when we start. I go in at 6, but 6:30. We start at 7. There we go. Nine hours a day.
You get a half an hour for lunch.
Yep. Enough to wolf down a sandwich. There we go. What do you guys think? You'll have
There's the start.
white ailerons right here with red stripes. And I'm not sure if I'm going to angle them this way or this way. I have to look. Then red stripes here, the white numbers, my white AMA number on a blue background. Green stripe here, yellow nose with a lightning bolt coming back this way. 10,000 ink lines.
Checkerboard up here.
Yeah, checkerboards on the nose. I'm not gonna do the tips. The checkerboard, I think it's just too much.
You're gonna paint these red there, right?
Yeah,
You're gonna paint them red on the stab.
yeah.
You have to scale that. Is that gonna go like this, or is that just
No, it goes
This
straight
way
back.
here.
No, it goes straight back.
half of it, or you gotta start running into that if you get too close to it?
Yeah. Three hours to get 4 rondelles on.
Those were stickers, you'd already had them on about 15 minutes later.
Yeah. And then the airplane looked like dong.
100 ounces.
All right, guys, we're gonna go to lunch, and I'll see you back later. You think it looks great? Thank you, Yogi. Marcel, thank you. Some guy in Sandy, thank you. Frederick Zoller, thank you. Craig Vandenberg says, thank you so much for showing us this lost art. My painting has improved unbelievably with your help in these videos. Sparky, I like your painting process. That's a front row in my book. Good luck at the Nats for 22. Jeff. Well, those came out great. Yeah, it came out great, guys. You must be happy. No, I'm never happy. Looks awesome. And then he's grinding his gums. Well, a lot more work to do.
Yeah, and they do that taping job about 10 more times.
7. 7 total, so.
Okay, 7. 6 more times. It might be 10 more times if you just decide to paint any black lines on there instead of pinstriping.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I am gonna do that. Yeah. It might be more than 10.
Yeah.
Because this line here that starts here in front of the leading edge and goes around the wing and comes back here to this rondelle, that's painted. 16th inch line.
That'll be a bear.
Yeah, nothing for a stepper. That knocked off some of the facets on this too. Could you?
Yeah, all that. Anytime you paint over stuff, it covers up a lot. Anything that's within this covered up blemishes that were there before.
This thing really won't start to pop till it clears on it. Color sanded. And,
Well, no, but every time you add something to it, it just
yeah.
brings it out a little bit more. This will really make it pop. That'll be a step that'll make it pop. When you do this up here, that'll be a step that'll make it pop.
I might do that canopy in yellow.
Yellow would stand out better than red.
But I still gotta block sand that and fill, and I gotta get those lumps out of it, that crease out of it. So I'm gonna make a sanding bar out of a popsicle stick.
Yeah, it's a bitch. It's a pain in the ass to do.
Yeah, but at least there's some material on there now. I can see what I'm doing.
You're not sanding into the plastic right there.
I'm
Is that
going to
what
be.
you're doing? You're cutting the plastic in half.
Yeah. If you watch my videos, I could tell that plastic was up about 20 thousandths more.
Oh yeah.
could
You
see.
didn't inlet it.
Huh? No, I didn't.
You'd probably been better off had you inletted it
And
and
then build
then just build it up with
Yeah.
whatever to make that frame.
All right, guys, we're gonna go to lunch. Appreciate you guys watching. What happened? What'd you do with the? There it is. I want to get that tape residue off that one spot. What do we have for lunch, John?
Fun. I don't know. Probably end up eating.
Taco Bell.
Yeah. Let's see what she wants.
The Mexican phone company. Yeah. I don't see any on there yet. We may be color sanding the whole thing again. Got a couple spots right here. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Just a military airplane. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you when we get back. I'll be on either later here or maybe at home. So fair winds, tight lines. See ya.